All right, everybody, the Iceman here on the Iceman's Wrestling Network on this Saturday night, and I'm going to change things up a little bit because I don't see a lot of people really discussing Lucha Underground. And this week's show was really, really good, and it was really surrounded around Johnny Mundo and Prince Puma. And it was basically in the time limit given, which was the whole show, whoever got the most pinfalls was going to become Lucha World Heavyweight Champion. And this show, I figured it was going to go even keel pretty much down until the end, to the point where, obviously they'd be tied and somebody would win at the last few seconds. But as this went on, I was shocked that Johnny Mundo ended up with a 4-pinfall to 1 pinfall lead over Prince Puma. And he was sort of like bragging towards Puma, saying it's 4 me, 1 for you, and whatnot. And Prince Puma actually finally had a resurgence, and he came back. And these guys, they were doing some pretty crazy ass crap, man. They were climbing up into the balcony. They were setting up tables and then stacking tables on top of tables. This was like totally outrageous. It's things I haven't seen a lot before in wrestling, or at least not very often. And I'll tell you, Prince Puma, he made his comeback. He ended up hitting Mundo over the head with a 2x6, cutting him open. He was trying to suplex him onto the double stack tables. But anyway, Mundo got out of that and kicked Puma off the balcony onto the floor. But in any event, it just kept going back and forth. And then eventually, they both were on the balcony, and they both crashed through the double stack tables. This was totally outrageous. It was awesome. The crowd really loved it. I loved it. I thought it was a really, really entertaining piece of the show right there and then. But I'll tell you, Prince Puma never let up. He never gave in. And then he ended up getting that second pinfall. And then it kept going on. And I'm figuring, okay, Johnny Mundo is going to end up getting his 5th pinfall. But it wasn't to be. Puma got his 3rd pinfall. So now it was 4-3. And I think Johnny Mundo was getting a little nervous there. And he was trying to stay outside the ring because by staying outside the ring, he couldn't got the pinfall. But Prince Puma ended up getting him back in the ring, and these guys just went at it. And then Prince Puma, out of the blue, got his 4th pinfall. So now it was tied 4-4. And this was like awesome. And then, out of the blue, coming down the steps, lo and behold, it was Alberto El Patron. That was a great sight to see. He came down the steps, and he was barking things in Spanish to Johnny Mundo. And then he started beating the hell out of Johnny Mundo and got him back into the ring. And the match continued as Alberto El Patron started walking back up the steps, still speaking out some stuff towards both those wrestlers. And Johnny Mundo was just trying to stay out of the ring. And he was just trying to, do what he had to do. But, with that 4th pinfall by Prince Puma, now it was anybody's game. And there I'm thinking to myself, well, I think Johnny Mundo is going to end up, winning this. After being down 4-1, I didn't think Prince Puma really had a chance, even if he did tie it. But lo and behold, he got on top of that top turnbuckle, and he did that splash down on Johnny Mundo, and he got the 3 count. And it was just like totally awesome. The crowd loved it. Johnny Mundo was like all ticked off. The referee came over and handed Prince Puma the Lucha World Heavyweight belt. And this was just, if you haven't seen this past week's Lucha Underground, be sure to check it out, because this is one Lucha Underground I think everybody would enjoy. It's one of those things that we don't get to see very often, where we have, like close to about a 60-minute time limit to where whoever gets the most pinfalls ends up winning. I mean, they used to do this years ago in a lot of promotions, but you very rarely see it anymore. So I think for Lucha Underground to do this was pretty cool. And I really enjoyed the show. So everybody that hadn't got the opportunity, take the opportunity, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. So anyway, this is the Iceman here on this Saturday night on the Iceman Wrestling Network, guys. Peace out. Tomorrow's Father's Day. For all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. We'll see you all next time.